Hello, welcome back to my 3-minute davar. This week's portion is Parshat Vayeira. Parshat Vayeira begins with God coming to visit Abraham. After Abraham had just circumcised himself at the age of 99, God comes to visit him. As one can imagine, Abraham was weak. Abraham was in incredible pain. And as God is there, visiting him, visiting the sick, Abraham notices out in the distance 3 travelers traveling through the desert. And Abraham, being the kind and hospitable man that he was, recognized that although he was in incredible pain, although he was locked down, so to speak, he still had the opportunity to help others, and he jumped out of bed, says to God, God, I appreciate you're here, I appreciate you coming to visit me, but I have more important matters to attend to right now. And he runs out to these travelers and he falls on his face and he says, please let me invite you into my tent, and give you food and give you drink. And he proceeds to reach out to them in the most incredible way. At that point in time, Abraham had a choice. He could have said to himself that I'm restricted, I'm in pain, I'm challenged at the moment, I'm locked down in my own tent. How can I possibly help others? Besides, God himself is here visiting me. Perhaps I'll give it a break for today. Perhaps I'll give it a break for a few days, until I get my strength back, until I can help others in the way I'm used to helping them. But Abraham does the exact opposite. No matter what challenges he's going through himself, no matter what restrictions he has, he still reaches out to people in the best way that he possibly can. The rabbis understand from this episode that it's more important to be kind to others. It's more important, more specifically, to be hospitable to others and do hachnasat orchim, which means hospitality, than to spend time even with God himself. It's more godly to be like God than to be with God. During the new lockdown, we also have a choice. We could say to ourselves that we're restricted, we can't operate in the same way we used to operating, and therefore perhaps we'll give chesed a break. Perhaps we'll take a bit of a break from being kind to others and focus on ourselves. Or we can be like Abraham, and we can recognize that no matter what our challenges are, no matter what our own personal challenges are, there are so many people out there who could do with our help. There are so many people out there who could do with a phone call, or help in any way which they need help. And during these next few weeks, there is so much that we can do to help others. And if we took the message of this week's portion and recognized that no matter what we're going through, there are so many other people that could do with our help, then we together will help to make this world a much better place. Wishing everyone a Shabbat Shalom. Keep safe and have a fantastic week ahead.